Why don't I recommend deep conditioning your hair weekly? And this is coming from someone who has a deep conditioner to sell. But the truth is, not everybody needs to deep condition their hair every single week. You don't need to if your hair is not damaged, if your hair is not over processed, if your hair is just simply dry, it doesn't mean that you have to deep condition it. And some people think that, well, I need to get that moisture into my hair, thus I need to deep condition it, but it's not a fix-all for everybody's issues. So when should you be using a deep conditioner? And by deep conditioning, I mean you apply it to your hair, you have like the plastic, and then you let it sit on your hair for like 10 to 30 minutes and then rinse it out. That's deep conditioning. You can also use the restoring hair treatment as a regular rinse out conditioner, but you don't need to let this sit in your hair or any conditioner for an extended period of time if you don't need it. But I'm going to tell you when you should be deep conditioning. If you're coming out of a protective or a long-term low manipulation hairstyle, if you're doing blowouts before and after, basically if you have not washed your hair for a few weeks, then your hair is dehydrated, then deep conditioning is going to start to replenish what was lost. And you may find that you probably need to deep condition for a couple of weeks until your hair starts to feel that like normal hydration levels that it's used to. Now, there are going to be people who are like, well, I deep condition my hair weekly and my hair grew down to my toes. Who's to say your hair wasn't going to grow anyway? So I want you guys to think of your deep conditioning as like taking vitamins. If you are not deficient in that vitamin, at best, it's going to do nothing for you. And at worst, it can be toxic. So only deep condition when you need it. Now, I said if your hair was over-processed, right? So yes, if you've over-processed, completely damaged your hair, and now it's like so high porosity that water rushes in, water rushes out, and it feels like hay, then yes, that's when you should be deep conditioning your hair weekly, because now your hair is deficient, right? Now your hair needs those vitamins, it needs that extra something until you are able to remove the damaged sections of your hair or the damaged ends or whatever parts of your hair. And then once your hair goes back to normal, you don't need to deep condition anymore. Like, for example, there was a time that I over-processed my hair. I mean, I ravaged my hair. And that's actually when I formulated the restoring hair treatment, because I was like, ooh, now I need to deep condition. But now, many years later, I don't color my hair. I rarely apply extreme heat to my hair. My hair is, for all intents and purposes, healthy or well-maintained. It means I don't need to deep condition my hair. All I need to do is go through a simple 4-step process of shampoo, condition, leave-in, heat dry. That's it. Those are the 4 things I do to my hair because I don't need to add any extra steps. But plus, wash day is long enough. Why do we want to overcomplicate it?